All welcome. My name is Ravi Kaul. I am the Director for Health and Environment at Hindu Council of Kenya. International Yoga Day has been celebrated annually on 21st June since 2015. Yoga originated in India. It is a group of physical, mental and spiritual practice. It can also be explained as an exercise that helps us maintain all the element in our body. In short, yoga has so many benefits that it has become famous around the world. I am proud to share our rich culture heritage. Thanks for listening.
Acting High Commissioner Shri Mr. Ashish Sinha. It is very honor moment for all of us to have him and the entire team of Indian High Commission with us and getting together to this big festival. This big festival is actually International Day of Yoga. We all know that in 2014 with the initiative of Indian Prime Minister, 176 countries all together agree to celebrate this day 21st of June as an International Day of Yoga, and we as a Hindu Council of Kenya since then together with Indian High Commission celebrating this International Day of Yoga in Kenya. Today we are with this new situation, this new pandemic situation which is COVID-19, we are taking this as a blessing that entire Kenya is going to be connected through this platform of Hindu Council of Kenya, and we are hoping more than 100,000 people are going to perform and maybe celebrate International Day of Yoga and doing some exercise also with us. In this situation, COVID-19, yoga is one of the best solution as we all understand and know, and this day is coming as an blessing to all of us. Shri Ashish Sinha, please.
National Chairman, Hindu Council, National General Secretary, office bearers, members, yoga gurus who have joined us today here, who are watching us live, yoga enthusiasts who have been waiting for this day. Namaste to all of you. As Kamalji mentioned, this started with the initiative of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and in 2014 all we had was articulation of his vision that there should be a day dedicated to yoga internationally. And with articulation of that vision, we moved forward. Today we are celebrating the 6th International Day of Yoga, and it has snowballed from there to a movement. It has grown from being a matter of curious interest for few people to a matter of an integral part of their lifestyles of millions of people across the world. Such is the appeal, such is the popularity. I couldn't believe until I started preparing for this year's Yoga Day in the High Commission that in Kenya there will be so many yoga enthusiasts, there will be so many people who would already be familiar with basic yoga postures, there will be very many who would be doing advanced yoga postures. So that's the appeal, that's the commonality, and that's the commonality between India and Kenya also. However, we are celebrating this International Day in the context of COVID-19 crisis. This is a very different context. We've never experienced this in our memory. We are grappling with it. It has created anxiety. It has created fear. It has created loneliness because of the social distancing. It has created anxiety because of the fear of loss of economic opportunities. It has created fear about one's own health, and it has created fear and anxiety about the health of our near and dear ones, our loved ones. So, in this context, we are doing yoga, but in this context itself, yoga is far more relevant than our normal days. It teaches us to evolve with evolution of humanity. It gives us tools to cope up with the evolution. And this COVID has brought a moment in evolution of human history where we need to cope up. As humanity, we need to cope up with this situation. And as I mentioned yesterday when we were celebrating Yoga Day in High Commission, that yoga is not work out, it's work in. I'd like to mention Hindu Council of Kenya, which has risen to the occasion and demonstrated a perfect example of Karma Yoga by reaching out to the vulnerable and poor of this country, across the country, every nook and corner of the country, in order to help them with essential food items, with masks, with sanitizers, bringing them at a level where they can cope up much better than otherwise they would.
Breathing, take your right arm back on your right knee. Place it on the right knee. Yes. Now breathe. Another breath in. Put your left palm on the left knee. Gently drop your head back and keep breathing. This again is very good for people who have cardiac problems. Keep breathing. Yeah, you can do the variation. Ardha Uttanasana, you can put your palms facing downwards. Very good. Try to bring in this Uttanasana, Ardha Uttanasana, then try to bring your elbows together. Yeah, very good. Slowly bring your left leg up and left hand up.
You can have your palms facing down. It's not under the body, just down. Take a deep breath in and lift both legs up. Keep your feet together, legs raised. This is a posture you can hold for 20 to 30 seconds. It's great to bring blood, to improve lung capacity, improves the blood flow to the lungs. Feet together, gently lower your legs down. You can bring your arms forward, palms under your forehead, toes point outwards, relax again in Makarasana.
Whatever the mission we are taking as a team together. So thank you so very much.
Now I request Abhishek Rana to give vote of thanks.
Thank you, Abhishek. On behalf of the Hindu Council of Kenya, we would like to thank all of you who have joined us on this virtual yoga session organized by Hindu Council of Kenya in support of the Indian High Commission, Nairobi. This today program is graced by the acting High Commissioner of India, Mr. Ashish Sinha, and the other Indian High Commission officials. So we would like to thank them for their support and the time. Also, I would like to thank Mr. Ravi Kaur for taking all the time and the pain to organize this event. It was not very easy due to this virtual technicalities, and we are sorry if you face any issues during the live streaming. Would like to thank Dr. Poonam Pathak and the team. They were working on this program the last 15 days, and it is not only in Nairobi, it is in conjunction with all the 5 branches in our country, and it will be the continued organized. Would like to thank our leadership, Mr. Kamal Gupta, the National Chairman of Hindu Council of Kenya, National General Secretary, Mr. Sujata Kutumraju, Mr. Rao, who is heading our technical team. He handles all our IT sections. Our Vice Chairman, Mr. Jayendra Malde, all the directors, all the managing committee members available over here.